listen.
Never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me? Yeah. Famous? Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Getting on baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
All right, I was going to say there's nobody I'd rather be talking to than Lucas Giolito right now. I'll say it anyway. There's nobody I'd rather be talking to than Lucas Giolito. Why break a good streak?
Yeah.
But then you asked me, is everything okay right before we went on? And I couldn't figure out what you're talking about. I'm basically pitching a perfect game in spring training. This is the last interview that I'm doing in Florida. Maybe ever, who knows, but certainly in spring training. And the last one is, I felt like I had developed a reputation of screwing stuff up. And you said, "You sure?" Basically, you said,
"I want to make sure that all the levels were good, that these would be on, that we were recording, because I didn't want to get 20 minutes in and."
But when did I ever do that? I don't understand.
It was just the sunglasses fiasco has me a little on edge about it. So I just want to make sure we're all good.
So, in case people missed it, you talked about this the last time where you said, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
Which was literally the first week I was here. So that would have been 7 weeks ago, where I had a hard time putting on my sunglasses, and the TV caught it. So evidently I'll never live down. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when it comes to podcasts, I'm a pro.
All right, cool.
Right?
So we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. I mean, until people see your lips moving and no sound coming out. So it's all good. We'll have a great screenshot of you sitting there. All right, before we get to good stuff, tell me what's going on with you.
Are we fighting the audio of the guys leaving to go to Texas?
Yeah, so I'm going to turn this. So this is literally, how many guys are, there's 17 guys in there. You know how I know? We're watching the van. The van is taking off for Texas. Everyone wave. They're all giving me the finger right now.
Oh, for sure. We're giving both of us the finger.
Yeah. So there you go.
Garrett Whitlock waved.
Of course he did. Yeah. How many fingers were given?
I don't. It's the windows.
The windows were tinted. Yeah. So the bus is just, in case you can tell from the audio, the bus has just left. You're still here. That was about 17 guys who stayed behind, who didn't go to Mexico. Understandably, I didn't go to Mexico. You didn't go to Mexico. Mm-hmm. If you were going to go to Mexico, you had stuff taken care of here.
Yeah, I had my first rehab game, 2 innings. Now we got some more audio.
It doesn't faze me.
Okay, so I had my first rehab outing a couple days ago, 2 innings on that field right over there.
Yeah.
And then I will have another one, 3 innings on Friday on that field over there, and then I'm out of here.
Then you're out.
Yeah.
You go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, that'll begin my rehab assignment.
Assignment. Well, Jacksonville is where AAA, in case people don't know that.
That's where Worcester will be playing.
It's also known as Worcester.
Worcester. Shit. I don't want to mess that one up.
I'm here to
Worcester.
help. That's what we're here to educate, inform, offer insight, and entertain.
How's it spelled? Worcester.
Wait a second. Spelled again?
No, that's
No, spell again.
WOR.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah. Come on.
E.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
T.
Yeah.
ER.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it.
Okay.
What a catapult to the season you're gonna have.
Worcester.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So there you go. I had just, as I was sitting here, soaking in the great last few moments of spring training, was taught how to say baseball isn't boring in Japanese.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't ask me to do it. I'll have a video of it. So yeah. So you are not going to Mexico, or the bus just left. In case, you sure? Bus just
They're
left.
not going to Mexico.
Okay, they're going
to Texas.
All right. Last chance.
Yeah.
So you're not going to Mexico. You stayed here. Everything's going well. You're going to start your rehab assignment. When is that in Jacksonville? So I can get my plane ticket.
I don't know the off the top of
Well,
my head.
I can do the math. So
But they have
tomorrow.
off days on Mondays, the minor leagues.
Oh, so maybe Tuesday or something.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. I want to come back to your question about Mexico. So I told everyone, you're going to see a mountain. Don't run to the mountain because he won't run back.
Okay.
That's the only advice that I had for everyone leaving Mexico. How many?
Mountain.
Yeah, there's the mountain. Like stay at the hotel. Don't go to the mountain. You ever see the movie with Russell Crowe?
The movie with Russell Crowe?
Yeah, about like how he basically saves Meg Ryan's husband. See this?
No.
You're supposed to be.
But my mom replaced Meg Ryan on As the World Turns when she left the show.
Well, wait. Okay. All right, hold on a second. Tell me how that works. Well, you mean were you even born yet?
I wasn't born. No, I was like in the 80s.
No. So Meg Ryan was gonna be on As the World Turns.
She was on As the World Turns.
She was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she left, and in the long-running soap operas, I'm sure they kill off characters, but they didn't want to kill off that character, so it was recast.
But she went to do like Top Gun or something?
I don't know.
Movie?
I mean, probably beginning her like movie star career.
What's your best mom actor story?
I don't have that many.
No.
I was. I thought it was cool when she was on Lost.
She was?
Yeah, she was in an episode of Lost.
Which one?
My girlfriend's like a huge fan of it. She's
Oh.
like, yeah, because my girlfriend watched Lost like back in the day, and then I don't know, just like in passing one day, I mentioned that my mom was on it, and she was like, "No fucking way!" Da, da, da. And so we watched the episode together, and she was like, "Oh my god!"
Do you know which episode it is?
I don't know off the top of my
Do
head.
you know what character she played?
She was a flashback character.
Oh, okay.
She played Shannon's mom, I think.
Okay.
Shannon, I think, is the character.
I can look that up.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
good street cred. Look at you.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. She flew to Hawaii to film that.
Yeah.
I want to say. I remember when she had to dye her hair brown for I think it was a TV movie where it was about a girl that got abducted. It was based on a true story. It was about a girl that got abducted by like these weird religious cult people.
Yeah.
And she played the mom of the girl that got abducted. Something smart.
Get Smart?
No, not Get Smart. Like that's the name of the person that got abducted.
Amy. No, Amy Smart's an actress. No, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Is
I
it
know.
uncouth to like go on my phone and look it up real quick?
That's what editing's for.
Yeah, you edit it and then. Bad camera angle? Do you want me to like lean
No,
forward?
that's the sun.
Oh, the sun. Elizabeth. Okay.
Elizabeth Smart.
Elizabeth Smart. Yeah.
Yes. She played who?
She played the mother of Elizabeth Smart.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know that movie.
Yeah.
All
So it was like a TV movie. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, really crazy what happened to that family, but all is well now, I think. What else? Okay, so I'd say the coolest one for me is she did a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So
Wait,
she was,
okay, let me power rank. First of all, without even saying this, let me power rank the things that would come to the top of mind when if I'm asked that question. Number one, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't even know, you haven't even told me what role it is.
Okay.
Number two, Lost. With all due respect to the Elizabeth Smart story. Number three, still pretty good. Number three. All right, now, what is the Arnold movie?
It's called Collateral Damage.
Of course, you don't have to say it's called Collateral Damage.
I never
it's
saw it.
It's an iconic movie.
I never saw it. It's iconic?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
What was the role?
She played his wife and she gets blown up in the first act.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, she played Arnold's wife?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, they kissed.
They did?
Yeah, I think she had a kissing scene with him. Yeah.
How old are you?
I was like 9, 10.
Have you watched it?
No, I never saw the movie.
There's certain things in life that you have to do. Number one,
My favorite movie she was in is this movie called Dead Heat from back in the like early 90s, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like a zombie, really campy, super cheesy, and yeah, she plays like the romantic interest of it's like two cops, and they're, you know, one dude's like this bumbling dude and super like sexist and and whatnot, and then the other guy's like the smart guy, I think.
I want to go back to, if you do nothing else in life, if you, like, I know you're grooming your dog yesterday. I don't know what you're doing today. Whatever.
I wasn't grooming the dog. I had to pick up the dog from the groomer.
You're prioritizing dog grooming.
And packing my car because I'll be out of here soon.
Right.
Yeah.
You drive up to You driving to Jacksonville or no?
Probably driving. I don't think they have direct flights from here.
Okay.
I won't be driving.
Okay.
The cars are getting shipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have to prioritize fighting that scene where your mother kisses Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I have a way worse one. Okay. Like you in that realm.
All right.
Okay, so I'll take it back. I was.
This is, by the way, this is what a good journalist does. He peels back the onion until
Cooperstown, like the Cooperstown like travel baseball tournament.
Yeah.
I'm there with my team. We're all like 11 and 12 years old, and when you go to play in Cooperstown, you live in like bunks. So the whole team is in one room with just a bunch of bunk beds, and there was a little TV in the corner. And we're like hanging out. It's nighttime after all of our games and whatnot, and we're flipping through the channels, and boom, my mom's on TV. And I'm like, oh crap, my mom's on TV. It was, I think, another TV movie she did, or it might have been like Murder, She Wrote or something like that. And sure enough, within 3 minutes, it's like a sex scene.
Wait,
but it's like a TV sex scene. I was going to say, so it's like tasteful.
Murder, She Wrote wasn't known for its sex scene.
It was something like that,
Yeah.
and so of course, within 3 minutes of it being on, that happens. But it was like, you know, it was like network television sex scene. So it wasn't anything crazy, but still like a bunch of 11-year-olds. They're like, oh, Gio's mom.
So you had said proudly, "There's my mom," and then you regretted immediately saying that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still want you to get. See, look, same hat. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. See, I knew I had style. The same. So you got to go find that kissing scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I will find it. I don't know. No, it's not, I don't want to find it. No, you find it. Just for your own edification.
I don't even know if it's in the movie. Like, you know, movies, they cut a ton of scenes, so I don't know if that's in the movie. But
what do you say? I know that we had talked about this before. You're with she acted with Billie Eilish's mom.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in the soap. I don't know.
Okay.
What it is. She's actually here. She's not here, but she's like in town right now. I'll ask her later.
Okay. Tell her we're all big fans and say hi.
Yeah.
And this is maybe her brand has never been hotter after this podcast drops.
Yeah.
So.
But I'd say one more cool thing. She was in a play on Broadway that won the Pulitzer.
What?
Yeah. M. Butterfly.
So she has a Pulitzer.
No, the play won it.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
You know, but still, wow.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, I like to do a podcast with her. Can you go get her? Like, I actually want to ask her about the Broadway, like to me, it's incredible.
Maybe, yeah.
It's incredible. Yes, it's called Relatively Speaking. It's a new episode. But I don't know how. So has the Giolito family? This is a pro segue. Ever gone to Mexico?
The Giolito family.
No, have you ever gone to Mexico?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But like resorts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like the true Mexico.
Not the true Mexico
experience. Yeah.
All right. Because the MLB is going in Mexico. So give me your take. Again, this is another pro segue. The MLB went to Japan. MLB is now in Mexico. Give me your take on, and by the way, next year is the WBC. Are you playing in it?
No,
Okay, just checking.
I don't think so.
All right. Have you played in it?
No.
Okay. I think I asked you that before.
I can see myself doing it. Well, Team USA, I mean, they're not asking me, so I can see myself doing it like maybe back end of my career. I could do Team Italy.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is your take on all of that, of the whole, like, because I know that when football tried the whole thing about we're going to have NFL Europe, it was, to me, it was square peg round hole.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I actually went to, I did a trip to Europe many years ago to watch soccer. And my dad was actually working in Manchester at the time, so flew out to Great Britain, and it was like around the time they were doing one of those games in London, and there were so many fans like rocking, I don't know what teams they were, the Seahawks or Chargers or whatever,
Yeah.
like going through customs and like getting on the plane, like all these people wearing like football jerseys and stuff like that. I was like, what is going on? And then I realized, I put two and two together, like, oh yeah.
But you had no desire to go.
No, I wanted to go to watch the other football.
Yeah. Well, exactly. So when you look at this stuff, because it's a lot, man. It's a lot to start a season in Japan.
I know it's a lot on the players.
A lot on the
I haven't been on one, but
I've done
from
it.
everything I've heard.
I did it,
Yeah.
2008. Like, I've never seen a team more impacted, and they try to build in exhibition games, whatever. And even like going to Mexico, it's not ideal. But I don't know. I mean, is it because I think that all these leagues, I don't know if it's for selling merchandise or if it's legit. We're going to get a team in Mexico. I don't know.
I think a team in Mexico would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Expansion team. You know, they talk about expansion teams, and obviously we're doing, well, I guess it's not expansion, just moving to Vegas, and then we're doing. They're talking about like. Where in Tennessee or wherever.
You're like you basically want to be the face of the cause to get people to go to Monterey.
No, I'm not the face. I just think it's cool.
All right.
Because we have, the only team we have out of the United States is Canada.
Yeah.
So go south of the border as well.
But that's what I mean. That's where I'm getting at, is that it's in theory. It's sort of like when Jacksonville keeps playing their football games in London. In good, it's theory. Yeah, whatever. In theory, it's good, but it's a lot. Like, you guys travel a lot. I don't know if you know that. Mm-hmm. We just saw a bus pull out.
Yep.
And those guys are probably like, here we go, all the travel, right?
Not that one.
No.
I'm sad I'm missing this one.
Yeah, I know. Are you serious?
They're flying very luxuriously to Texas.
Oh, they're doing the private. The
Oh,
PJ. Yeah. We've had, yeah. Thank you, Boston Red Sox.
Red Sox take care of their guys.
Yeah, you know what they're trying.
Awesome.
You know what they're doing.
What?
There's one person on that plane they're trying to impress. You know who it is. He's about 6'5" and bald.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about the travel and the other countries, but I do want to use that as we start the season. I appreciate you doing this as the bus pulls out, because I know this isn't easy. Like this, you wanted to be on that bus. Mm-hmm. You wanted to be there. But tell me what it's like to feel like this. You aren't going to be active for opening day, but you'll still. I know you've been through opening days. Mm-hmm. You've been through the beginning of the season. I have never been a Major League Baseball player to start a season, to get ready for 162. Mm-hmm. What's it like? Like when I remember you said the playoffs are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the beginning of a season like fucking awesome, or?
Yeah, I'd say the beginning of the season, at least in my experience, is always a little more of that like anxiety, antsy feeling than the playoffs. I mean, I've only been in 2 playoffs. I can't say shit about the playoffs. I want to be in a lot more, but the the feeling before opening day, it's like, you've been grinding in spring training, and it's like that feeling of, like, all right, let's get it started. You want to get started on a good foot. Obviously, you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself because it is a really long season, but you do have a lot of that. Whereas the playoffs is different because you've been at it for so long and you're used to the grind of the season. You have, 170 plus innings under your belt. And it's like, all right, cool. Going to do more of that. But now, like, it's just going to be heightened. Whereas opening day, you've been away from it for so long that it's a little bit of a different feeling.
When does the grind of the season overcome that? Because ultimately it does. When someone doesn't put the slippers next to the bed in the 5-star hotel.
What? So, like, when do you not have that feeling anymore?
Yeah, like
after the first start.
You're like, really?
You get that first one out of the way, and it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
let's keep it moving.
Obviously, like you said, there's private jets, there's whatever chartered flights. You don't have to go through security, all of that stuff. There's nice hotels, but still, it is. People don't understand. Like, baseball is unlike any other thing, man. It's a grind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grind. So, tell me about that. Tell me about when you get past opening day, how to manage a baseball. Is it like, and when does it absolutely, say you get off to a good April, does it absolutely feel different when you're like, okay, let's go? Because if you don't, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We got another 150 of these to go.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to get too negative. You don't want to get you don't want to get to like too high either. It's like you have to to the best of your ability, you have to try and stay as present as possible. Like, that's so key. I think back to like 2019, I got off to a good start, and then May was like the best month stretch of my career. And I literally felt unstoppable. My confidence was at an all-time high. I was like, I
love being a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah, you love it, and it's amazing. It's like, oh, cool, I'm going to win the freaking Cy Young. And then I think it's like I had one start where I just got hit around bad. And it's like, it just crashes you down. Like, you don't want to have the crash down. You want to be staying kind of stable. So no matter whether you start poorly or start really well or just start average, you just want to have like a very present mindset. That's why routine is so important to baseball players.
It's hard, man. Like, right?
Yeah, but that's why like you develop the routine. And so you go in each day very present, very focused on, okay, what am I doing today? For me, I'm a starting pitcher. It's all day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, pitch day, right? So what am I doing today? What am I doing this day? And then when it comes time to pitch, like, do I feel prepared to pitch? Yeah, I did all the stuff I had to do over the last 4 days. All right, cool, go out and pitch. And then you don't want to dwell. You don't want to ruminate on results. You got to look forward to the next one.
But it's all stuff that you learned. Like, a lot of these kids, like, I see a kid, and he's the nicest kid, man. Christian Campbell has made the team, right? The nicest kid, just wide-eyed and everything. And I worry about him somewhat. Like, I worry about like the highs and the lows and everything about it. But
no player like shows up to the league and there are players that show up to the league and set the world on fire, but it doesn't just happen forever.
Somebody has to keep telling them that. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he won't, but I know players, I got to impress everyone right out of the gate. You know, you've seen it.
So we moved because the phone was overheating.
You have totally jinxed this podcast. I can confirm that this is things that we wish in about 2 weeks, we're going to be like, wasn't that awesome when it was so warm that the phone was overheating? I'm sorry.
I don't love the Florida humidity, though.
Sorry, not the phone. Our multi-camera shoot was being affected by the sun. Yeah. So you don't like the Florida heat? You've been here for a while.
I like California heat, where I grew up, like dry.
Yeah.
I have trouble regulating temperature down here. I sweat like crazy in humidity. Yeah, it's nuts.
Does it impact your performance?
I wouldn't say so. It hasn't up to this point.
You never had a. Is this your first Florida?
Last year was my.
Last year was your
first. No. Washington Nationals.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was forgetting things there.
I mean, I feel like I've educated so much, and then you just educated me. So thank you for that. But speaking of educating, what you were saying about the lessons, I think it's a really, really valuable thing. It really is. And I cited Christian Campbell. He is just like the nicest kid. I'm not nice like this. He was just drafted in 2023.
Yeah.
A year ago, didn't even sniff a spring training game. And he gets here and he's just trying his best. And, he's the type of guy, when you go up to him, it's sort of like, hey, good job. And he's sort of, really? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, yeah. So, but there's all different personalities. And there's probably some guys in Major League Baseball who are coming in. It's like, I got it, man. I had great spring training. I know what Major Leagues is all about. And then, as a pitcher, too, you probably have perspective of when you smell blood in the water, when you have a young player, you get the scouting report, there we go.
Oh, for sure.
So, tell me about that. Because I can talk about the guy struggling, but you're the guy who makes guys struggle.
Yeah.
In a good way, not in a mean way.
Yeah, I think that there's a maturity the longer you play in the big leagues. Hitters develop their approach. You should talk to Alex Bregman about that. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
I pitched in a minor league game a few days ago, and it kind of brought me back because you're pitching to guys that are young and hungry. They really want the fastball. They're on the fastball. And so I ended up throwing a ton of changeups and sliders.
Because they were going to chase?
It's not even chase. It's just, it's trying to manipulate hitters based on being able to read their approach or read their lack of approach. And that's no fault against the hitters. Everybody in pro baseball is very talented, but I think it's just the longer that you're around, and this is not, I mentioned the big leagues, but it's not even just the big leagues. The longer you're around the game, the more you pick up on things and develop your personal approach as a hitter or as a pitcher. And then at the big league level, it's like that on steroids because, you have guys that have been there for 10 years. You have guys that, have really been around, understood the game. They do their homework. You have so much information available now in this day and age. I was going to say, let me ask you percentage of picking apart a young player, of seeing his stance, knowing he's a young player, knowing maybe he's over anxious. Use all your experience compared to the massive amount of information that you're getting because all these guys are measured through so what percentage of it is making that guy struggle? When a young player's struggling at the big league level? So say the guy comes up and he's say he has a certain stance, a close stance, whatever it is. You say, oh, well, I know this is going to work against him. I know that he's over anxious. I know that I can set him up, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Compared to just going into that at bat without even knowing because you have the scouting report on, which wasn't the case years upon years ago. Yeah, I think that sometimes you can detect the anxiety in a hitter. And that goes beyond the scouting report where it might take a couple pitches and you can see just whether you can read their swing or not. And a lot of time the catchers are the ones doing this, not us. But you can see that they're pressing, they're tight. I'd say a big one is when you get away with a really bad mistake, if they swing and miss at a really bad mistake, it's okay, cool. Now I'm going to kind of relax and be okay, I just need to execute this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to strike them out. But I don't know. I feel there's probably been plenty of times where, a rookie, young player's gotten me pretty bad too. Like,
Yeah, no, I know it goes both ways.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'd say the scouting report does say a lot. It is smaller sample size with a guy that's like debuting, because now you're looking at minor league numbers, which are a little bit different. I think it's just when the lights are on and there's that pressure, there can be a tendency, at least in my own experience, to like try harder from the pitching end, like, you know, gripping a little bit too tight, overthrowing, hitters like overswinging, not giving themselves enough time to like relax and like recognize the pitch out of the hand, and they're getting really antsy. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Who was the best hitter you ever faced? So when I asked this question, I'll give you. I asked this.
There's different types.
Yeah. Oh, I asked this question to Rich Hill, and he said Luis Ariz, right?
Yeah, so immediately you asked the question, I'm thinking different categories. Okay. Power, contact, Luis Ariz. And then best power hitter I ever faced, Nelson Cruz, by far.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Even at like the tail end of his career. I mean, I had an outing where I gave up 3 home runs to him on 3 consecutive at bats.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. 3 different pitches too.
Really?
Yeah. I think he
was good though.
I think he hit a fastball out, change up, and either a curveball or slider.
He was good.
Yes. And then if I were to like combine, I think Ohtani's up there because he covers so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He covers so much. He'll cover the high fastball. I think lefties have a much easier time with him than a guy like me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had at bats against Ohtani where like he hit a home run off of me on like a fastball above the zone. I've made him look bad on certain pitch on changeup, like way away changeup. But that's when he was younger. Again, younger, more antsy,
right,
more anxious. Yeah. I don't think he was ever anxious playing baseball. It's like he's born to do it. But that I remember throwing like his rookie year, throwing him like a changeup that was like up and like way outside, and he chased it, and I was like sick. Whereas I think nowadays he spits on that pitch, and for a guy like me, he's keying in on that mistake fastball, that mistake changeup.
Yeah. I interviewed a guy last year, Lake Backer, who pitches for the Marlins, and he had been released by the Padres, I think, and picked up by the Marlins his first week, and he came in and struck out Ohtani with the game on the line. I'm like, you just mentioned like this, that's sick, like that's what we're gonna remember. Like, you should save that ball. You know, like Lake Backer, I remember interview. Like, do you realize what you just did? I know he's human, but I'm still saying. Yeah.
No, I think Ohtani strikes out a good amount.
But still, I don't care. Say save the ball. It's like.
But yeah,
I'm trying to build you up.
For me, it's like every time I've struck out Luis Ariz, which maybe twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's like a little fist pump internally.
Yeah.
It's not a situation that warrants it in the real world, but it's like internally, like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
You know.
No, I don't begrudge it. And by the way, it might be a little bit more difficult this year. Not because you're not going to be awesome, but because Luis Ariz now carries around a baseball's and boring sticker in his back pocket.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
It's a lot of power. Last thing. Give me a good spring training story. Do you drive a golf cart in a lake or anything?
No, I haven't been playing golf or anything like that.
You know, we're in Florida, so
I guess all the creatures in the house I'm renting, like around the house I'm renting, we saw this the other night. My girlfriend was cooking and she freaked out. I was standing in the kitchen. She freaked out and ran away, and I'm like, "What happened? Spider!" And I look up, I can't see it, and then I'm like, "Oh, holy shit!" Like it was like one of those Australian looking giant spiders.
Inside?
Like, yeah, inside, just hanging out. Yeah, that, the iguanas I don't know what's going on with the iguanas.
They're around
everywhere.
your house?
Yeah, iguanas live in the trees in the backyard.
What kind of house did you get?
I don't know, like down in, not. I don't like I don't like living in those
golf
communities
yeah.
where every house is the same. It
yeah.
like freaks me out.
Yeah.
So yeah, found a nice house in just like a regular neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a dock.
Okay. Those are good. So I'll take that for a spring training story.
Yeah. The animals. It's cool. My cat's like murdering lizards.
Oh, your cats are killing lizards?
Yeah, one cat. We have one cat, and he's just out there like, he sees a lizard, and he's just like crushing it. He dropped a beheaded cockroach at my feet a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he's getting his killer instinct. He's like 6 months old now.
It's good. See, it's spring training for everybody.
Yeah.
And Dylan Cease's beard. If you had to give me one word for Dylan Cease's beard.
Wild.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
Did it surprise you?
Yeah, I thought he was going to go. I thought he was going to be mustache like forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, he let it go.
If anything, twirl it up.
Yeah, he had the mean mustache, and now he's just completely let this go. Yeah.
Were you there when he read the poem for the first time?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you have him read it on the podcast?
No.
He can recite it. He obviously has it memorized.
Number one, it's in the book that you have never read, but maybe publicize it better than any human being. It's in the book. Like he let us put it in the book, and then when we were on the podcast one time, I said I would like you to write a poem about baseball isn't boring, and 10 minutes after we finished, he sent me one. His mind works a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and then again, it could have been AI. Who knows?
Yeah, he's got the paintings, disc golf.
Yep. Yeah, the whole works.
Yeah, I would go disc golfing with him when we were teammates. It was a lot of fun.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's one of the things.
I couldn't throw it righty.
But that's one of the things I said that has to happen. How do you not have? We don't have time to do the golf, like indoor golf thing.
Yeah.
But how do you not have a disc golf tournament in a ballpark, like a 3 or 4 hole disc golf?
He should do that, like a charity tournament,
Yes.
disc golf. Just set up some chains
Will you
around.
help if I do that? Will you help make it happen too?
Yeah, I'd be down.
All right, let's go.
Cool.
All right, thank you.